see. Oh yay, I can get guest requests now. I think I've been live long enough for me to like get guests on here. Because I didn't know how to do that. Okay, somebody has just requested. Let me accept them.
Hello.
Hello.
Zintle, can you like switch off the radio so I can hear myself?
Switch off the radio. Like
Yeah.
music.
Yes, please. Okay. Is it off?
Yeah, it's off. Can you turn on your
Okay,
camera?
Zintle. Yes, Zintle, I wanted to tell you that it's over between me and you, and you know, it's pelele mfethu. I'm not feeling you anymore, and I wanted to tell you that, Zintle, please don't bring your friend anymore, Dineo, because Dineo put vinegar inside my oros. So don't bring vinegar, don't bring Dineo anymore. It's over because he put oros inside my vinegar, and I don't want her any.
I'm screaming. Oh my gosh, wait. That's wait. Oh guys, I don't know who that was. Is that talking about orange? Starts talking about vinegar. Like, what's going on? Hold on. How do I do this again? Oh, guys, just invited life coach Spoon. Said it's over. Okay, I'm gonna play music again. Orange and vinegar and orange. I don't even have a friend called Danelle. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh. Welcome to people who've just joined. We're actually working. How do I put my screen back to like the normal view? TJ's still saying it's overs in there. TJ, you gonna dump me on Valentine's Day? Oh my gosh. Welcome to the people who've just joined. We're working. Working. Hi, Spoo.
Hey, Zintle, what just happened here?
I
Zintle, your troubles are following you straight to your life.
don't even know what that was. I am screaming. People are saying stuff. I don't know this man. I don't know who that is.
Shem, your
Sorry.
Valentine's Day experience was just horrible. Askisi, Shem. We are so sorry for the breakup publicly.
Oh, wow. A whole breakup. I know. My heart is so broken. But how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm doing the same as you're doing. I'm busy working as well. This is a good time early in the year for us to start working on our businesses. So, yeah,
True.
man, I'm busy. Yeah.
Quarter is everything.
Mm.
When it comes to like the last conversation we had about funding,
Yeah.
and applying for funding. Right now's the time.
No,
Well,
definitely.
juice.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, but like I said to you guys as digital marketers, please tell the government to change their websites like completely, like everything, like
No,
overhaul them. They are horrible.
they are so horrible. Like the CSD website is very difficult to use. They are very dated. CEDA's
Mm.
website is dated. Like, but I think the only way that anyone can even go in and change those websites is if they get a tender opportunity for
Yes.
it. But even trying to get that tender opportunity, the processing for it is also a nightmare. So I'll give an
Mm.
example, right? So I recently got a tender and for with the Department of Tourism to do broadcasting at the airports. So now, as I was about to process it, right? As they were about to process the thing, they noticed that on CSD that my bank verification failed. And then I had to call my bank and be like, hey, my verification is failing. And they're like, no, you need to call CSD. I call CSD. They're like, you have to call Treasury. I call Treasury. And the lady who was helping me from Treasury was telling me I have to deregister my business and re-register it. It was just like a whole nightmare. And then I figured out that the issue on CSD is that once you've submitted certain details, there isn't an editing button. So if you like want to fix something, I think I applied as a sole proprietor as opposed to what my business is, which is a PTY LCD.
Mm.
To delete that profile completely and restart the process. And then when you apply for your bank verification, the way that it's spelled exactly on your registration documents, it has to be exactly the same. Like if it's a capital on those registration documents, it has to be a capital. And anyways, it's a mess. I feel like the
No,
process is simplified because not everyone is digitally like intelligent or familiar with that whole
that's
process.
true.
Yeah. So
No,
then,
that is true.
so now you end up losing people who may be qualified for the job just because of something so tiny like a bank verification.
Yo, I've been working with small businesses for 14 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to get our SMME sector to be where it's supposed to be, where even young people can start their own businesses and whatnot. It's like it's taking forever and ever and ever because government says they've put in structures to make the environment conducive, but I actually disagree with. I don't think we have structures to, to have a
We
conducive
don't.
business environment. We
We
don't,
don't.
and then like you mentioned, when you were talking about the load shedding stuff, I like the point
Mm-hmm.
that you made because I did a poll on LinkedIn not too long ago. Um,
Mm.
if government is not coming on board to at least assist us to get alternative energy sources, right? Because I'm looking at you and I. Right now, you and I are thinking we want to grow our businesses. So every part
Mm.
of the budget, Jay, we want to put it in marketing and whatnot. So to go and
Mm.
buy solar and alternative energy, it's not cheap, bruh. Like,
The business, if anything, because the solars are not cheap at all. UPS systems, even for small business, is quite
mm,
expensive. So it's like there needs to be like a sustainable way for businesses to operate.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
last week I bought a UPS and then I spent 8.99 on a UPS and I had to look at Facebook ads or UPS. I think
where did
Facebook
you
ads
find
would have taken
it?
me far.
Where did you
I
find a
found it on Take a Lot, and it's actually a nice one. The battery even lasts. Even now, I'm on load shedding, but I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm connected to my Wi-Fi
UPS?
now, so everything is fine. So yeah,
Because the ones I've been looking at are like 2,000 Rand and up. And obviously on Take a Lot, because I was also looking at Take a Lot, I look at the reviews to see how long is the battery life, how long is the
yes,
shelf life of that UPS system. And a lot of them don't have good reviews, except for the ones that are
yeah.
priced like 8K and above.
But you must also check. Ne? Don't look at because there's inverters and then there's UPS. So
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of people will go for the inverter, and I'm like, it's not necessary. The UPS that I got,
Mm,
actually got some bad reviews on Take a Lot. People are like, this is nonsense and whatnot, right? Because people are trying to be too tech. But when I bought it, it lasts for 4 hours. My
mm.
internet is connected, is 100% stable. I can still do my Teams meetings and my Zoom meetings and whatnot. I was like, yeah, I think people that criticize these things are people that are too how can they are too technical, and us who are simple, Nj, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this thing works. I don't know what these people are talking about. Lithium this and lithium that. I don't know what they're talking about.
Maybe they want to use it the same way you would use your main source of power. So maybe they try to
There
plug it
you go.
all at once on this tiny little.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I wanted to ask you something as well. Like, how did you start your business? I like talking to entrepreneurs. Like, how did you start? What pushed you to start? And what were you doing before? I think your viewers would
Uh,
like that as well.
okay, so my business. Okay, so the formality of me registering my business was actually in 2018, but I think I've been
Mm,
working the idea and concept of my business since high school. So basically like I'd be in class like 2011, 2012 is like peak social media time where people were getting introduced to the idea of how you can use social media or the
mm,
digital space for business purposes. So I had started a blog on Tumblr at the time, and it was called like Black African and Beautiful. And the idea was to basically uh, mainstream the perception of how Africa is versus how it's portrayed to the world. So that's how I
Mm.
started it. Then when I went to university, so I studied in Switzerland. I studied hospitality management,
Oh, wow.
but the into is also a business school. So while I was in class, like you get like part of one of our courses is like about like yield management, like property management, conducting a business plan. So while I'm doing my assignments in class, I'm also aligning it with like my actual business, and I'm kind of putting together the infrastructure of my business per se. And then 2018 came back to South Africa, registered it formally, and now and then I started acquiring clients and stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how I
And what are
started
you
it.
what are you hoping for? Like, what are you
Yeah.
hoping for? Like, in terms of growing your business and whatnot? Like, what would you like to achieve, especially like this year? Because I was going through my goals for this year, and I was like, hey, 1 million yana there, like it's about time we take the turnover to the next level, So, what are you thinking on your
Oh,
side?
my goals aren't financial. My goals aren't
Okay.
financial right now, which they should be, because even in business school they teach you like the purpose of a business is to make profits. So, but
Yeah.
I definitely want to upscale and grow the company, which is why I was even looking at CEDA's programs, because I want to hire some interns that I could
Mm,
train. I heard by someone saying that you can go to CEDA, they pay the interns for you, and then you just offer the training and
mm,
stuff like that. So I just want to employ some administrators, people who do the daily tasks that I do by myself, so I can focus on the scaling of the business, such as pitching to investors and so forth and so on. And then the turnover, I'll focus on that next year.
Yo, if you were my client, I'd be screaming at you right now. I always tell my clients when they come in for business coaching, guys, the first topic, first 10 minutes is money. Guys, I want us to talk about money. Like,
Really?
how much money are we making? Yes. And then after we figure out how much money we're making, then we'll
Yeah.
speak about the resources that we need. You get what I'm saying? In order to get us to make money. Because a lot of
Yeah.
my clients, they make this mistake of getting a lot of resources. And I'm like, how are you going to allocate them? Because allocation of resources becomes important. And the allocation of resources follows the money, right? Because each and every resource should be linked to a rent figure. Like if you're an
Yeah.
administrator, you are linked to 5,000. If you are a salesperson, you are linked to 1 million, so you need to bring in or administer 5 times what I'm paying you in order for me to say fine. As a business person, I'm actually profitable. So I'm running this program with Glencore, the mine, where I think I'm working with about 200 SMMEs. Sometimes it's like herding cats, it's
Are,
like everybody's just pulling. Say
are you,
again?
are you a one-man army?
Yes, I'm a one-man army, but what the way we did it is we do it through business development hubs. So we've got one business development
Mm.
hub in Steelport, one in Rustenburg, and then one in Orgies. So what Glencoe would do is that they would give me the stuff that I need to run the hubs. You get what I'm saying? So they take care of that. My job is to manage all of these hubs and make sure that these hubs are making progress in terms of developing these SMMEs in the different communities and whatnot. And it's a massive project, but it's yeah. Yes, Tepang. Tepang, I invited you. I hope Tepang can come live with us. I invited Tepang because she is a young, fantastic 22-year-old who's getting into the digital marketing space. And I think she's gonna love and adore you. So I hope Tepang is still here. And then maybe she can go live with us. She's so
I just
amazing.
I just added her now as a guest.
There she
Goodbye.
is, Tepang.
Hi.
Hi, how are
I
you?
fetched you, Tepang. I fetched you because when there's something that's nice that's happening, it's like I want my people also here. So I'm hoping more of
Yeah.
my people are gonna see this live because I think Zintle
Okay.
is definitely worth following. Literally just met her like 20 minutes ago and I joined
I
the live and
actually
we
just saw
clicked.
her post on LinkedIn now. Your agency it's their birthday, I think, this year or something like that.
Yeah, 5 years now.
Yeah, well
And also,
done. 5 years. That's
I
crazy.
love it.
Yes, so Tepang, yeah, I wanted you to come through because yesterday I actually had a nice session with Tepang. We were speaking, and I found out for the first time in my life that actually Tepang is 22. Because the way you
Wow.
think, the way you reason, the way you dream, I really thought you were in your 30s. You do look 19, but I really like that. So when I saw Zintle, I was like, how these two have to connect. You two have to know each other. I don't know what you're gonna do in future, but you two have
Yeah.
to connect. So I'm glad you connected.
Thank
For
you.
sure. How long have you been in digital marketing for, Tebang?
For 3 years now.
For 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your own company as well? Or are
Yes, I
you
run a
working?
digital marketing agency.
Okay. What's the name?
Intentional marketing agency.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we help small to medium sized enterprises grow their online presence,
Mm-hmm.
nurture a relationship with their audience, and obviously make consistent sales using social media marketing, email marketing, and SEO. So, those are our three core services. And then we also have like logo design and all the other like small stuff,
Yeah.
small
Which
digital
I
stuff, but
the umbrella of digital marketing.
yeah, but those three are like our core
Yeah.
offering. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say, oh, hi, Mr. Bibleware. Thank you. This topic actually, can I tell you guys, this topic got directed by Life Coach Spoo because this is not what we were at the beginning of the live, but this is how people connect, right? Literally what we were saying, utilizing it for business purposes.
Yeah. And Mr. Bible, what do you do? When I see people have wear on their names and stuff, in my head I'm like, hey, is this a business? Are you like, into fashion and stuff? And then you can just join and then we can all have a chat. And Zinta, I have a habit of taking over lives. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm so sorry, Shem. I hope, I'm directing it so that it can get us the viewers because I need you to get like a huge followership. I really like your style and
Oh,
what you represent.
yeah. I feel like you're putting me on. I'm actually a very shy person. Mr. Bibleware has just joined us.
Good morning, good people. Oh, it's afternoon. Good
Good
afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, no, this is a very. I was just passing, and then life coaches, I'm like, yeah, what's happening here? So, yeah, man, I'm into clothes. I make clothes. I can't say I'm a fashion designer,
Mhm.
because I hire fashion designers. So I'm a brand owner, if I can put it that way, in a small shell.
Ah,
Yeah.
yo, tell us more, bro.
My brand is a Christian clothing line, which is obviously inspired by the Bible, by God, by the Holy Spirit. And since I've checked and looked at, we don't have a proper Christian clothing line, but we have many other clothing line for many different things. So then I decided to venture into this business since I'm a Christian and I believe in what I do. So, but my background, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a director by profession. So I make professional films. So yeah, but now I'm into full time. Actually, I'm in a space of upscaling my business. Actually, as we are talking about money and resources, when I was meeting my investor, well, it's a partner. It's not more of an investor partner. We spoke about money before we can speak about resources. When we're done about money, then we speak about how can we make that money. So yeah.
Yes.
I see the mentality. I see it. So where do you distribute your clothes?
Uh, Mostly, I'm on the space of making an online sale website, but now I was more into TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. But I was using more of a celebrity to sell, so that's where I'm good at. This is where Tepang was supposed to come in. Actually, it's her business. That's her. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you guys must close
You gotta
deals. Tepang, they
so
want you.
I
Zintle, they want you for the brand. You guys must just close this deal. So the three of you guys must just now say, okay, where are the rands and cents? This is nice. I love this. It's like speed dating. It's Valentine dating, but for business. So yeah, we're doing it the right way.
exactly exactly. I feel like it should become like a series.
Yes,
Why not?
yes. Whenever we do Zintle's lives, we have to do it like it's a speed dating kind of thing. Everybody must just jump on and me, I am the matchmaker. I'm like, yay, you can come on board. Me, I'm the one who fetches people. And then you guys can just do business and talk. But I think your brand is very nice and niche. Because pressures, we are talking business, by the way. But we can talk about anything. Yeah. But I think I like that, Mr. Bible's way. Your brand is very niche, right? Because Tepang, when I go to Tepang's live, she's always talking about niches and stuff, you know. And then Zintle, I know, being in the marketing space, niche is like a very big thing for you as well. And for it to be specifically Christian, I think even your distribution channels, you can sort of like make them neat and whatnot. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, most definitely.
I call it like your unique selling. The unique selling point is that it's like a Christian selling brand and all of that. I mean, you already know where to go.
Yeah, most definitely. But one thing that I was building for the past 7 years, I was building the brand itself. I didn't want to go to sell to churches because I didn't want it to identify by a certain church. Because we tend
Mm,
to, what I've realized within our space, church tend to take something and own it and make it as if like it comes from a certain church. So I wanted to run out from that because of I do not. Yes, I'm a charismatic. I'm from charismatic church, my target market is everyone who believes in the Bible. It doesn't matter if you're from West LA or from ZCC, as long as we believe in the Bible. How you believe it is none of my business. It's between you and God. Do you understand?
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So, but now it's time to make more campaigns and go to different churches, none mainly big churches. But we'll see. We'll see about how we're going to sell and make it more popular and known.
I mean, you can definitely connect with me. One of the services we provide is e-commerce, website development, and all of that. Take it off.
Mm, mm.
Most definitely. I don't see why not. It's all about money. End of the day.
I like this. I like this, guys. You see, guys, this is what TikTok is for. Like, this is what TikTok is for. You know, we're intentional
I
about
love.
who we meet. We're intentional about who we speak to. You know, you bump into people, you connect, and then you chat with them. You know, so I'm really loving this situationship that's actually going on here. But Mr. Bible, well, I mean, really good luck on your business. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna follow you, and then you can follow back. You can follow Zintle. You can follow Tepang.
I just
Tepang can
did.
do the same thing.
I did.
Yeah.
As soon as I enter, all of you guys.
Ah,
Thank
you are quick.
you.
I mean
Hey,
money. I mean business, Baba.
Awudlali, you're not playing
Yeah.
around. I can see.
No,
welcome to
thank
the
you.
people who have joined as well. Thank you, Tanya, for following me. Thank you for the Bible way. We're talking business. The topic was entrepreneurship, basically, and entrepreneurship specifically in South Africa. But if you're not from South Africa, that's okay. Um,
We want
there's always
everyone. We want everyone, even
yeah,
globally. And
there's
guys, please,
always
if you can just tap the screen to 2K likes, guys. Let's get the likes up so that TikTok can go and fetch the rest of our troops who are interested in business so that they can come through. The more the likes, the more visible it is. So please, guys, tap the screen for us. We are close to 2K. 2K likes loading. So Tepang, are you happy? Are you happy that you met Zintle now?
Yes, I am. I actually am. How long have you been in marketing for?
So I've been a digital marketer for like 5 years now. It's our 5 year anniversary. So this year I'm actually going to be throwing an event to celebrate that.
Oh,
And
that's so exciting.
Woohoo!
you guys might get a little in the
Thanks.
mail, book offline, and all of that. But the idea is not only to celebrate reaching a 5 year milestone, it's also to attract investors. And yeah, it's going to be quite a networking event, if anything.
And are
What
you in
would you
Joburg,
say?
Zintle?
Oh, you based in Joburg?
Yes, are you in Joburg?
Oh, yes, yes, I'm in Joburg. And yourself?
Yes, I'm in Joburg. Tepang is in Pretoria.
Victoria.
Okay. Well, it's
Yeah.
nearby.
Joburg.
Are
Oh,
you
and
also in
he's
Joburg?
also in Joburg.
Mm.
Okay, so we're all Gauteng people. Wonderful. I'll
Yeah.
get you guys emails on the side.
And
So,
who'll be doing your branding, by the way?
oh, I do my own branding.
As it. So you print as well?
No, everything is digital. Do you mean in terms of like banners?
Yes.
Oh, that I don't have. Is that
Okay.
what? do banners and stuff.
Yeah, no, we can, we can work around it.
I also
Okay.
want,
Yeah.
Mr. Bible, where I've been thinking of getting some roll up banners because I'm
Yeah.
planning to do, I'll invite you guys to a launch. I'm doing a launch for my career coaching division. Tsepang, the career coaching division that we spoke about yesterday. So Tsepang
Yes.
is my digital coach, actually. So
Okay.
I'm actually thinking of doing a physical launch, and I need a couple of my banners and whatnot, for the
Yeah.
day. And then you guys can come. I'm going to make it sort of like red carpet style nyana.
I
So,
like that.
so I'll send you guys invites. But Mr. Bible, where I'm definitely gonna inbox you. I'm looking for that kind of stuff. And I believe in supporting black SMMEs. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get it, man.
Great.
No, no problem. Speaking of events, I'm doing a 7-year anniversary as well.
Look
So
at this. Just passing on the baton. Okay.
yeah, so it's titled I'm done. It's like it's the end. At the Genesis, when God, after creating everything, then on the seventh day then he rested. So it's
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
those kind of vibe here with, like, now it's a new takeoff kind of thing. So but around October, November, but I'm still planning it, but it has to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Mm.
Welcome to people who have just joined. The topic is entrepreneurship. Please make sure you
Zintle, I just want to ask you, right?
yeah,
Because you've been
sure.
doing this for 5 years. What would you say was your biggest challenge in building your business, but also how did you overcome it?
I would say my biggest challenge pre-pandemic was actually explaining to people what digital marketing is and
Mm-hmm.
importance for business. Because a lot of times I would tell people I'm a digital marketer and they say, "Oh, you're an influencer." And I'm like, "No, I'm not an influencer. It falls under the umbrella of digital marketing, but that is not what my business does." So pre-pandemic, that was especially if you're trying to pitch to people in the financial services sector or people in corporate who didn't necessarily have that branch or infrastructure in their company. They just probably intern or someone who knows how to use Instagram to do their social media. And then the pandemic happened, and then keywords like remote work or the digitization of businesses happened. And then on, I had people within my network who were like, listen, my company actually needs your services now. So I think luck and opportunity is how I overcame that.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And
Yeah.
then, do you have any challenges post COVID?
Yes. Load shedding.
Yeah, that is actually such a huge challenge because your entire job is online on your devices.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
In all honesty. But even outside of like load shedding. So I had another live and then I ended started this live, but myself and Spoo were just talking about the lack of like infrastructure within South Africa to have SMMEs grow, especially
Mm.
space. Like even when there's like tender opportunities, most of them are very few in terms of digitization. But there are so many government websites that just need to be rebranded, even they
Mm.
be rebranded and all of that. So yeah. What about yourself? What challenges have you been experiencing? I mean, it's been 3 years, so what kind of
Yeah.
look? Yeah.
So with me, it's also that it's getting people to understand what the benefit of digital marketing is. And I think at the time that I started my business, I was just aimed I was working with like local businesses. So people who didn't even have like a social media account or didn't have a website and didn't see the need to do it. And then COVID happened, and I was like, yo, you need to remain top of your audience's minds, even
Mm,
though like your shop is closed, so that when the president opens up the country, you are one of the first people that they go to. So that's how I started my business. So it was always like just local businesses that I helped. And then when I was trying to expand to like more established and more bigger brands, they already had teams, and obviously they overwork their teams. There's always a marketing gap in corporate companies or even in startups, but
mm.
it's always like an issue of budget. Like we don't have a budget, we don't have a budget. So I'm trying to break
But
that there.
but I feel like they need to open their purses because I always tell my clients that I manage, I'm like, never allow someone to tell you that there's no budget, because the budget is there. Ask how it in terms of its, the importance, what people prioritize and all of that. So even in companies, they find that the social media manager is the one who's also doing like
The website.
analytics, the websites. It's like they like one big title for like five different jobs on, one person, and that person be the most qualified person for the job. But I think at the end of the day, it comes down to education, right? Like not formal,
Yes.
but like the knowledge about what is digital marketing and how can and all of that. Welcome to everyone who's just joined. We're talking entrepreneurship, and also happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, I can see Batobile is here. Batobile is the chief moderator in my life. She was probably thinking, Coach, you went live without me. No, Batobile, today I'm visiting other people. We're going live at 2 o'clock. Asi Keba is also here. His is also here. So my people think I've dumped them. No, guys, today we
Really?
are uplifting our new friend Zintle. Zintle
Hi.
talks about entrepreneurship. So guys, please make sure that you follow her. And then we're going to be having a whole lot of topics around entrepreneurship. And then, guys, please follow Tepang as well. Tepang is fantastic. She's always at my life as well. So, yeah, guys, we're doing what needs to be done here. Mr. Bibleware is there. Fashionista, please follow him as well. No, he says he's not a fashionista. He's a brand owner, so let's follow her as well. But yeah, guys, I think this is an amazing, amazing, amazing topic. So both of you guys, I have a question. Do you guys think digital marketing has a space here in South Africa? Have we embraced digital marketing? Because I see a whole lot of people still with pamphlets at the corner there by the street there. Do you guys feel like we still have a long way to go, or are we like getting there?
I think I think both sides of the coin fit. Like there's a long way to go because we still have a lot of majority of people in the country who have cell or access to a smartphone, like knowing the knowledge how to use a smartphone. But at the same time, I think we're getting there because you have an economic gap in South Africa
Mm,
digitizing. You have those
mm,
who do not have smartphones because they cannot afford it, cannot afford data and all of that. So they go for the simplistic, normal one. And then you have the younger generation, I would say millennials and Gen Z, who without your smartphone, like you'd rather, you know, unalive. I can't say to flag me or anything like that. Um, but I think also when it comes down to knowledge, like I was saying, like people still think digital marketing is solely just influencer marketing. So I've found in my company that now most of my clients are starting to become international clients. So we just got a deal with a gaming company in America, and the moment they emailed us, they were down to the wire in terms of what they wanted from us. They had the specific budget that they were willing to offer us. There were no negotiations. There were no, your pricing is too high. Can you give us, it was just straight to the point. We need your services. This is how we're utilizing it. And then boom, signed a contract. What about yourself, Tepang? I'll let you answer.
So there's definitely a space for digital marketing. It's like there's a huge space. However, traditional marketing is still the highest form of marketing. It's performing way better than digital marketing in South Africa, especially radio. Like radio ads are like businesses spend a lot more money on radio ads than on like TV ads and stuff. And that's just because it reaches more people than a digital campaign would, considering,
Mm,
like you said, the economic gap in South Africa. Um,
mm,
Another thing is South Africa's just not even just South Africa, like Africa as a continent always catches up to things a lot later than the rest of the world because we're also very conservative and we're very um,
mm,
reluctant and resistant to change. So it's probably going to happen in like 2 years where the world, Africa is going to realize that digital is where it's at. Um, but then again, a lot of businesses who don't invest in digital is because they're audiences still respond to the traditional ways of marketing that they're putting out there. So until there's a decrease in the response in traditional marketing, then businesses will not embrace digital. So for as long as there is a good response on the traditional side of things, businesses are not going to move to the digital side of things. And I think it's our responsibility as digital marketers to show businesses the bright side of digital. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Mr. Bibleware's comment about you. I think it goes to
Learn.
like the knowledge. Just drop gems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Welcome to joined.
I know. I see what Usbuba Kulmanga. I mean, like the more she's talking, I'm like, even 22, Lord. I'm like, yeah, really?
She's so
You guys
smart.
are making me so shy.
I'm like,
She is so smart.
yo,
No, I'm
Thank
telling you,
you.
like
Hi.
for her age, this girl is so smart. I was shocked yesterday when she said to me, "I'm actually 22." I was like, "What the heck did you just say?" But she's quite smart. Like that's why she's
Thank
going places. So
you.
if she sleeps on herself, I'm gonna have a problem with that. I'm telling you right now.
No, we're
No,
not
but this
sleeping on ourselves.
no, but this is definitely needed. Like some need people to show a light inside of you that you see yourself, you know?
Mm, that's true.
one thing that I've well, one more important thing that I've learned, me now personally, yes, I've had everything. Every time I think I used to be like those business people when you say you're a social marketing, I'll go and check your numbers. I'm like, but so many small followers. Now it makes sense. You're not an influencer.
Mm.
Now I
Mm.
understand. You are not an influencer.
And another thing is, guys, we don't have time to build our own social media platforms because we're busy building other people's. And also, you don't enjoy social media anymore for your
I feel so
personal
slow
use.
right now. Mm.
Yeah, because you're so busy with other like you're on there like almost 24/7. You don't have time for your own personal profile
And I don't know if you
to
have
even
the
be
same
strategic.
problem, Zintle. I don't know how to switch off like the marketer in me, even when I'm just scrolling through my own personal social media. So if I come across an ad, for example, on Instagram or TikTok, I stop and I watch the ad or I read the ad because I just I don't know. So that even bothers me because I can't enjoy social media as like a form of
Mm.
entertainment anymore because I'm always in digital marketing mode. So yeah, I think people need to be.
Actually, that's how I felt about Instagram because like Instagram always gives me anxiety because I feel like I have to be very strategic on there. I can't just go on there and be
Mm,
a platform like that pretense and over professionalization of yourself and your brand and stuff like that doesn't necessarily exist as much. Like people are their most authentic platform. At
yeah.
least I hope so.
No, but that is true. Like TikTok is a lot more chilled than Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's the fact that it's
Instagram,
just a
I don't
video
play on
platform.
Instagram. I don't play on Instagram. Instagram is so complicated. I don't play there. I tried it. I don't know what's happening on Instagram, guys. What do you do when you're on Instagram? I have no clue what to do on Instagram. I get confused.
So Instagram themselves actually don't even know what
Yeah.
they're doing because they've changed their algorithm so much and the purpose of the platform so much that now they just at this moment they focus is to compete with TikTok. So if you're going to be on Instagram, the only thing you should be creating is video based content
Not
because they won't
anymore though.
really.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, the head of Instagram announced because he's the one who always announces the new
He's
updates.
always changing things. Oh my
Yeah, like a couple of he was like,
god.
yeah, sorry guys, we're going back to being a photo sharing app. So we're now
You like
going, yeah. So he was like, we're now going to be a photo sharing app. We're going back to being Instagram because it wasn't working. Because now people were taking trends from TikTok and bringing them onto Instagram. So Instagram could not be Instagram anymore because it was being TikTok and it was going through an identity crisis And I'm sure they saw a decrease in users because people no longer did Instagram anymore because they didn't understand what was going on. So now he was like, okay, guys, sorry, we're back. Come back.
Oh, guys,
But
by
now,
the way, before you carry on, there's somebody else that you just have to meet. I'm not sure if she's gonna want to come on, but her name is Jaylene. Guys, check Jaylene. Jaylene's such a dope person as well.
Yes. She's
Oh,
so
hi,
Jaylene is
Jay.
so dope.
I know Jaylene.
You know
Jaylene, come
Jaylene.
on.
Jaylene is dope, guys. You guys have to, everybody has to connect. Jaylene, such a sweet person, man.
Jaylene, come in.
I've exposed her. Hey, I'm bullying people today. Everybody who
Hey,
comes, I'm bullying people to come on the live. There's Jaylene.
Hey,
Jaylene,
Cynthia. Hey, Coach. Hey,
Hi,
Tiffany.
hey.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? I saw Zintle because we followed each other on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, she's here now.
that's dope.
Migrating, migrating.
We got you. How are
As
you
we were
guys?
talking about Instagram, you come on. As we're talking about Instagram, you come in. So yeah, it's interesting that you guys know each other from Instagram and all. It's such a small world. It's like everybody knows everyone, you know. And I think
Literally.
the more we connect like this, the more we get on the platform, the more we follow each other. I believe like everybody's gonna do big things. Me, I'll be honest with you. TikTok shocked me. I didn't know I could come to TikTok and I could network and I could meet people and I could get clients and whatnot.
True.
I thought people were, my nieces were on it. I wanted to see their horrible dance moves and act like a cool uncle and like, that was great. But in my head, I'm like, what the heck were you doing? So now that I'm
Yeah.
on the platform, I'm like, yo, there's actually dope people. There's cool people. I mean, Jalen, I don't even know how we met. I don't know how we started following each other, but it happened. Same thing with Tepang. Even with you, Zintle, 3 years from now, we would have forgotten. People are gonna be like, "How do you know
But
Zintle?" I'm gonna forget where the story started. You know, so yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are connected and you guys are sort of like in the same sort of like business. So, Jaylene, one of the things that I was speaking about is, do you think like South Africa is ready for like digital marketing? How are you finding the sector as well in terms of South African SMMEs jumping on and then everything is hunky dory, we're moving, or do you feel like we're still a little bit behind?
To be honest, I feel like our macro element is keeping us behind. The infrastructure, the load shedding, that's what's going to keep pushing and pulling us. But in
Mm.
the essence of the mindset shift, people getting used to the idea of digital and online and businesses, and it's happening. It's happening in real time. People are ready. Even you yourself, coach. People in your age range. They're coming onto TikTok. No offense, kid.
Jalen said
No
I'm old.
offense.
Yo, Jalen just said to me, you old man on TikTok. Jalen.
But it's a good statistic that even millennials are on here. It's no longer just a Gen Z platform. You see it with this, and the amount of businesses, small businesses, bigger corporations, coming onto digital. Yeah, I think South Africa is there. It's just the load shedding thing, man. The macro environment that's really, really gonna affect us. But I think we'll push through regardless.
Sure, it is damaging. I think load shedding is just because I was just saying that everything in my business is digital. So if you want to book a coaching session with me, you have to be on the internet, on the website, booking a session. After you've booked, we need to coordinate our calendars. We do it digitally. After you book a session, you have to come on my computer screen and then we have to do the session digitally. So whenever I'm going through these changes, like right now, I connected my UPS and then somehow the signal, I don't know what happened, but I think it's my service provider because they might be going through load shedding themselves. So I had to switch to data. It's nightmare. It's nightmare, guys.
no,
It's
I literally when it's load shedding, like Telcom, just
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but
no.
anyway, Zintle, I gotta jump off. I have to prepare for my live at 2. But Tobile, let's go. I can see my chief moderator is here, so I need to go to do my live at 2. So I'm gonna go prepare now. Guys, it was nice meeting y'all. And I hope you
Love
continue with the
all.
conversations. And yeah,
Thank you,
cheers,
I'm
guys.
coach.
on live. There's a meeting that I have to attend. So thank you so much, guys. Love
This was
you.
amazing,
Cheers.
guys. Thank you.
Bye,
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Enjoy
Bye.
Cheers,
Valentine's
guys.
Day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.